Whoa, I got the bitch red blues now, baby. Oh, this is gonna be the stupidest intro ever. But I've already sourced the music, so I'm keeping it. Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce and Guns, and today we're talking about blue ammo. Blue ammo, this is a German product, and they use it for training. They use it for training in their HK91s. This is not an HK91. This is the bastard child of that, made by Century Arms, the C308. But I've been sitting on this stuff for over a year now, thinking, how in the world am I going to make a video about this stuff? And finally, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Screw it, it's been in my closet for too long. I'm going to go ahead and do a video on it. So I had this here. The little bit I know about it, I've not shot it yet. It's been sitting in my closet, forever. Is basically, it's plastic. The whole thing is plastic. There you go right there. It's plastic, very lightweight plastic bullet with a plastic case and a metal, basically a metal end on it for the extraction. And of course, it's got a normal primer in there as well. It's non-corrosive, which is good, so I don't have to worry about that. And it was intended for the HK91. Now, it also differs from the normal 7.62 NATO rounds, the fact that the bullet, of course, is plastic, very lightweight, and it has a very fast burning powder inside. I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to take one apart here after I go to the range and check it out more closely for you guys. But the bullet will come out of here at between 4,000 and 5,000 feet per second. This thing will be smoking. It will be screaming out of there, and it's going to be accurate. They're designed to be accurate up to somewhere between 50 and 100 meters, 1,500 yards, whatever. We're in America. We use freedom units. So between 50 and 100 yards, this will be fairly accurate, and it should be hitting about the same point of impact as a regular standard NATO cartridge. That's why it was designed to be a training round. Now, every now and again, you will see these for sale, and they say they're for close combat or close range combat indoors and things of that nature, and that's just not the case. It was meant to be training rounds. It's very specifically intended for that. They even have a separate bolt made for the HK91s that uses these training rounds. Again, I will go over that later, but for right now, let's go ahead and pack it up, go to the range, and I'm really hoping that this stuff does not give me the bench range blues. Sweet, right on it, almost. Very good. When you're using the wrong bolt, it's got a different size extraction on there, extractor. So now we go and launch the next one. Oh, that did not fail to feed. Okay. Second fail to feed so far. Nope. Not bad. Not bad. Haha. Sweet. Now she's rocking and rolling. But climbing up, vertical stringing looks like. Alrighty folks, we are back from the range, we are back from the farm. We have all the velocities from this plastic ammo and the accuracy numbers as well. But first of all, let's talk about the rifle in general. This is a Century Arms made C308. It's based off the Set Me rifle. It is half of a parts kit from overseas, and half of it is made here by another company. I can't remember the name of it, but they also manufacture their own version, which is supposed to be a higher quality at double the price. I paid $450 for this out the door. Now, this rifle has no business in being a tack driver, but holy crap, it almost is. Now, I was only shooting 50 yards at first just to get this scope sighted, and I got a loophole scope on there. And I've never had a scope on this before because it's a range toy. It really is a range toy. That's not a battle rifle. I would not take that into battle. It's cobbled together with a parts kit from Century Arms. It's a no-brainer. That's going to be a range toy. And there's a close-up of it right there, and you can see that once I got it sighted in, the 3-round group right in the center there is 0.33 inches, 1/3 of an inch at 50 yards, which would be under an inch group at 100 yards. I can't believe it either. It really should not shoot that well, especially with garbage ammo like I was using. But moving on, what we're talking about is the blue ammo, the blue training ammo, not what the C308 can do, but that's the baseline. But now we're going to get to the accuracy of the blue training ammo. At 50 yards, there's a close-up of it right there. I had a 5-round group at under 3 inches, 2.9 inches at 50 yards, which is definitely good enough to train with. At 100 yards, it really started to hurt. There is a round right there that's being washed out by the lights. It's roughly 7 inches. I don't have a scale big enough that goes over 6 inches. So a 7-inch group basically at 100 yards. And I tried this a couple times, a couple different 3-round groups, and this was the best one of the bunch. This was the one target that I got all 3 rounds on the same target, which means this is not a 100-yard grouping ammo. It just really isn't. 50 yards, perfectly fine, but somewhere between 50 yards and 100 yards, this stuff just goes bananas. I'm sure it probably starts to tumble. Although these didn't, I'm sure the others started to tumble a little bit because some of them were completely off of the targets and I never found. Alrighty folks, well I was editing this video and I had not realized until I started looking at all my footage how far down the rabbit hole I went testing and evaluating this blue ammo. So I'm going to end this video right here, basically a high level. Now, if you want to get your own blue ammo, there's new production right now. You can go on the internet right now and buy some brand new production. Just go in there and Google now. Because YouTube's new rules, I cannot put down links, so don't look for them there. But if you just go in and Google AM32, and then 7.62 ammo or 308 ammo, and you'll get a ton of links where you can buy this. Now you can buy this for, it's a 50-round box, and you can get them from anywhere between 10 and 20 bucks shipped. Well guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you notice, I am wearing a Deuce and Guns t-shirt. I am prototyping these. They're not available for sale yet, but keep an eye out on the store because I do have an Amazon store up. That has basically just things that I like and use every day that I can recommend to you guys. So go ahead and peruse that if you'd like. The link is in the description below the video. I can link to Amazon at least. And if you have any comments, questions, or show ideas, leave that in the comment box below the video, especially if it's about this blue ammo. Because again, this is part 1 in a several part series on this blue ammo stuff because I just find it very fascinating and very cool, very fun to shoot. So leave those questions in the comments below the video as well because I would love to test these out if you got any other ideas. And as always, you guys have a great day. See ya.